Hi, everyone. I'm Frank Malakote. I'm an anchor reporter here at Fox, KTVU, Fox 2 in the San Francisco Bay Area. My guest is a restaurant owner. He has owned Campannina for about 15 years in San Francisco. Campannina, like all restaurants, has been closed for about a month now. And I want you to say hi to a good friend of mine and the owner of the restaurant, Michaela Di Ruoco. How are you?
Very good. How are you today?
I'm well. I'm well. I know you've had a month off. For our viewers out there that don't know Campanina, tell us about your restaurant, how it got started, and what it means to you.
I opened Campannina in 2005. It was always my dream to open a restaurant in San Francisco. And I'm from the island of Capri, southern Italy, by the Amalfi Coast. That's where I grew up. And one of my favorite restaurants in Capri was called La Campannina. So when I was thinking about it, I decided to call my restaurant after my favorite restaurant in Capri, where I was born and grew up. The restaurant means a lot for me. You know, for me it's like opening the door to my home, and we have a lot of regulars that they come in, locals of San Franciscans, plus of course visitors from out of town. And for me, it means everything. You know, everybody comes in, and I just love to see everybody and offer them, you know, my delicious food.
Yeah, it's more than a restaurant. It's your home. You mentioned that. It's like family. All the
That's
people I remember the first night I met you, I think I walked out with a bottle of limoncello and just a really terrific meal and friendship. And you greet everyone that way. It's important to you, isn't
Oh yes, very important to me.
it? Yeah. Well, tell us, how are you
Oh
doing
my,
now?
oh, it's really tough right now because of course I needed to close the restaurant because of the coronavirus. And you know, I miss everyone. I miss my employees a lot. I miss my customers a lot. And you know, I'm just a little lost. But you know, I think that, you know, I'm hoping that everything will get back to normal very soon.
And how about, you've got 17 employees. How are they doing?
Yeah, they're doing okay. You know, I mean, they're just waiting. We're all waiting for things to reopen, and you know, they're struggling because they have families and they have kids. So you know, it's a little hard.
Yeah. And I know that tugs at you because these are like your
Oh,
brothers, your family. I know you got a dear friend from Capri that works there as well.
yes, we grew up there since little boys, and he's been with me for a while now, on my side and helping me at the restaurant. Yes, but I also miss everyone else because the restaurant industry, it's like, you know, it's just a big family. So you just go in and see everybody, and just, you know, it's such a wonderful feeling that I miss.
Yeah, I think the true testament to the love for your restaurant is the fact that you started a GoFundMe page
Yeah.
for your employees, and you've raised almost $33,000 to date. That's got to warm
Yeah,
your heart.
I'm really excited. You know, it was wonderful. Like friends and family, my customers, it was just an amazing response. And so I'm really grateful for all the donations that everyone did.
I know the restaurants on Union Street in San Francisco, you guys are kind of a tight-knit group. Have you spoken to some of the other restaurant owners? I know you know Carlos down the way. What
Yes,
what
yeah.
are what are they saying? Have you guys kind of been taking care of one another via text and on the phone during this?
Oh yes, we talk frequently, and you know, so we just talk about, you know, what's going on. They are being serving a little bit of, you know, to goes. They are a little different menu than we have. You know, they have a wood oven, so they serve pizza, so it just works a little bit better for, you know, to goes deliveries. My menu, you know, or setup is more to a dine-in, you know, restaurant serving, and you just come with friends and family, and you just enjoy each other and drink wine and taste my delicious food.
I'm in. I'm in. Tell us, have you been in touch with the city of San Francisco? Have you gotten any feedback, any information, or is it just a wait and see approach?
Yeah, excuse me, I didn't. You were cutting off, Frank.
I was curious if you'd heard from any of the mayor or anyone from the city of San Francisco.
Yeah, they're trying to, they're trying to help us with loans. So we're working on that, just trying to get different loans to help us to reopen and and take care of my employees. So we're working on all that. Yes.
Yeah. So they are trying.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
The last time we spoke was a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It's been a month now plus
Yeah.
since you've been shut down. Can you survive another month, a couple of months?
Yeah, I mean, I can go a little bit more, but I'm hoping that soon, we're gonna be able to, and so, I can hire all the guys back and just, start, again, and I'm hoping that, everybody will be ready slowly, will be start to come in and enjoy dinner again in restaurants.
Will you, like many, have to take out a loan eventually to kind of keep things afloat?
Yes, 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 definitely, yes.
Wow.
Because the restaurant industry is, there's a lot of expenses. So at the end of the month, there's not like a lot more, there's not after you pay all the bills, there's not that much money left, so it's kind of hard, so
Yeah,
we will need some help from the loans for sure.
it's definitely a business from the heart.
Exactly,
Yeah.
definitely. Well,
And
that's what
yeah,
yeah, I
and you've
love.
got a big one. I know it trickles down too. You've got people that launder your tablecloths. You've got wine purveyors that come in and sell you wine. You have, an assortment of things. People you buy your food from. So it really does trickle down, doesn't it?
Yes, yes, definitely. It's just like there is a lot of, like I said, it's a lot of expensive. So it's just, you have to be busy all the time just to make sure that you're taking care of everyone. It's so this month is just killing us because we're not open. So there is no money coming in. And so it's kind of hard.
When it was about to shelter in place, when the mayor laid that down, you could feel it, right? Were reservations being
Wow.
canceled?
That was incredible, Frank. That was a Saturday night, and we had a full book. We had a lot of reservation, and the soonest she announced it, it was like, I mean, sort of cancellation and cancellation online. It was just a disaster. And since then, we stayed open, but unfortunately, I mean, nobody was coming out. They were just keep canceling the reservation because nobody wanted to go out for dinner.
Yeah. Well, the Restaurant Association of California came out with a number and said unless they get help, I would imagine loans and other things, about a third of the restaurants
Yeah.
in the state could close. I mean, that's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
break your heart.
Well, yeah, I can see why, it's just, I mean, it's starting with the rent, I mean, it's just, you can defer the rent, though you cannot pay it the month of April, you can defer May, but then when you're going to reopen, you're going to need to pay a couple of months of rent right away, right there. So that is just already opening. I don't think people are gonna rush right away to go to restaurants right away. So the beginning, it's gonna be really hard as well. So it just doesn't make it easy. Yeah, it's
What,
gonna be hard.
let's talk about that. When they lift the shelter in place, what do you think life's going to be like on the other side inside a restaurant? Yours is fairly small.
Yes,
The the tables, you might have to take out half the tables. Is
yes.
is that what you're considering?
Well, I'm probably gonna need to do that. I'm gonna need to take some of the tables out just to create a little bit more room. But as
Right.
well, they're talking about that the server's gonna need to wear a mask and gloves, and I mean, it's just gonna be a completely different experience.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my restaurant, Frank.
I
You know
do.
that when everybody wants it, everybody, so it's gonna be really hard for me
Yeah.
when I see you and when I see my regulars and they come in, and it's gonna be really hard for me not to, like, run to them and hug them. And so it's gonna be rough,
Yeah.
to be sincere with you.
I bet. Well, it's in your DNA to give everyone a hug and a glass of prosecco, and
Exactly.
you're going to have to say, "Good to see you."
Yes,
Prosecco's over
exactly. We're
there.
gonna need to keep distance, but we're gonna need to do what we need to do.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
I've asked you this before, and I think I know the answer, but tell our viewers, what do you miss the most?
Wow. I miss everything, Frank. For me, going there is, first of all, starts to see all my employees. They're like my best friends. And so we just share stories, and it's just like you get together with your group, go through your day. I miss my customers. They're like my family. So I miss seeing everyone. And, I just miss that full dining room. And I just miss the cheering with the glasses, and just going around the tables and visit with everyone. And just, I love all the compliments I get. And so I just miss all that a lot, because it's all my life. So I mean, I miss it tremendously. Yes.
I bet. What kind of support have you gotten from the community in terms of phone calls or
Oh,
texts or that kind of thing?
oh, wow. It's been amazing. A lot of my customers have my son number too, because they text me when they want to come in for dinner or for special occasions. So I've been getting calls, that, I mean, people are being really, really, I mean, such a wonderful response. And they miss the restaurant, they miss seeing me, they miss seeing my guys. So it's very hard for me.
Yeah. And what have you been doing to pass the time? I know where you are right now. Maybe you can share it with our viewers.
Well, I'm staying up in Glen Ellen. It's a small town outside Sonoma. So I've just been staying a little, because there's a big yard here at the house. So I've been able, in the city, I live in an apartment, so I don't have a lot of outdoor space. So here it's just wonderful because I'm able to go out. Uh, I I wish I could go fishing, but I can't. I love to fish, but it is cycle around. So unfortunately, I miss going out to the ocean. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm a big Giants fan, so I miss going to the ballpark.
Yeah.
This is like the beginning of the season. It's the most exciting time of the year in baseball, and I just miss going there with my buddy and just grab, like, a couple of cold beers, and and just enjoy the game. I miss that tremendously too.
What have you learned about yourself the last month?
Wow. Well, I learned that, I mean, same, this country, it's amazing. It's just, if you, I just been always myself, and people just, I mean, just give me such a great, love and affection, and so I learned that a lot. Amazing, and the people are wonderful. So I that's what I miss a lot,
Yeah.
and that's what I learn a lot from my experience here.
Well, let's talk about Italy. Tell us where you're from, and tell us about your family. We know that country's gone through devastation with the coronavirus. How is your family? How are your friends doing back home?
Oh, I'm lucky that my family is doing well. Capri, it's a very small island, so they stopped having only the locals can stay there. They don't let anybody else from outside the island to come in. So my family is doing really well. They, you know, my sisters, they live in this, they live up, way up, like right underneath the ruins of the villa of type.
Mm.
They have a big garden, so they grow a lot of their vegetables. They have, you know, they get the fresh eggs from the chicken there, so they're very happy there. They're doing really well. Unfortunately, northern Italy was hit really bad. You know, unfortunately, right outside Milan, two main cities, they didn't do well. I have cousins in Milan, and so I talked to them, and they're just, I mean, they're locked in the house. Only one person of the family goes out to either, you know, of course, grocery store and then pharmacies, but that's all. I mean, you know, that's that they just, things are getting a little bit better there. You know, I mean, of course, they've been dealing with this for a lot longer than we did, for a little bit longer than we did. So there's it's starting to get a little bit better. Um, uh, Capri is, I mean, now East it's biggest holiday of the year. It starts with Palm Sunday, and that's when all the hotels they reopen, and they have a lot of tourists going there. And Easter, it's just so amazing there. You know, it's just all the families get together, and it's such a beautiful tradition. But unfortunately, you know, because of all this, you know, everything is being canceled. So everybody there is kind of they're really nervous because they really wait for the summertime because that's the busiest time of the year, and that's when everybody makes their money for, you know, to live. And unfortunately right now they think that all this summer is not gonna, it's not gonna be good because all the hotel reservation got canceled, and so it's gonna be a tough summer.
Tough summer. It might be a tough year. I think it's going to take a while, and maybe you agree to get people back outside. And once they get outside, they want to mingle with others. I know you don't have a crystal ball, but bringing it back to the restaurant, what do you see down the road in the next 6 months, or can you even begin to think?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, I think about it, but I mean, I won't know, you know, how the people are gonna react to this. I don't think they're gonna be comfortable like going out right away and being, you know, around a lot of people. So we just have to see, you know, but I think it's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
People are concerned. And so I don't think, you know, it's not gonna be good here too as well because of that reason.
Well, for those that have never been, tell our viewers a final question: why, when they come to San Francisco, they should come to Union Street and check out Campanina.
Wow. It's because Campanina, it's like just stepping in a small restaurant in Italy that it's owned by a family, and everybody knows everybody. And so, you know, it's just a wonderful experience to go in a small, authentic Italian restaurant in San Francisco where we're all from Italy, and you know, we know everybody, and it's just a big family,
Yeah.
you know, all together.
I think one of your first patrons, Jules Older, said it best. He goes, "When you walk through those doors, it's like walking into Italy, only a little bit better." I think that says it all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we love Jules.
He's a character. Well, good to see you smiling. We wish you nothing but the best, and we can't wait for those doors in our world to come back to where it was.
I
A
can't
new
wait either,
normal,
Frank.
perhaps.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see you again, and you know, just we'll cheer. You know, we'll open a nice bottle of wine, and I hope that can occur very soon and fast, and everybody's safe, and you know, and I can't wait for that day.
Salute. Me too.
Salute.
That's Michaela. He owns Campanina. It's a delightful Italian restaurant, one of hundreds of thousands across our nation that are shut down because of the coronavirus. We wish you all the best. Thank you, Michaela.
Oh, thank you, Franco. Grazie.
No, you bet. Prego. Prego.
Arrivederci.
I'm Frank Malacote here in the Bay Area. We'll send it back to you.